amount. Then the difference ratio, but we will change the background to dark gray color. Next, we will add a fade at the end of the lines. Insert rectangle shape. Fill it with a gradient color. Check the transparency and the color position. Finally, we will add the total sales amounts and the difference ratio for each brand. We need 3 backgrounds. Then add the brand names. And for sure we need to add a legend to this line chart, so let's insert a small circle for that. Link the amounts from the pivot tables. We finished this wonderful analysis part, and we will move to the second dashboard to create the funnel chart. It will show the top products by unit sold, so the pivot table will contain only the top products by unit sold in row field, and its counts in the values field. Let's try to insert a funnel chart. As you can see that we cannot create a funnel chart directly from the pivot tables, and to solve this problem we will move the pivot table data to the cells. Choose any cell and then type equal and AV8, which is the first cell number. Don't forget to add the if-error formula as we clarified in the first video tutorial. Copy the formula until getting all pivot table data. Select the data table and you can now insert the funnel chart. We need to show the most sold product on the top. So go to the pivot table and sort the values from Z to A. Now adjust the data label. Let's move it to the second dashboard. Set a presentable color for each product type. It remains only to add the title and explanation of the chart. Next, the returning customer rate. Copy any pivot table. Change the part title. Here is the data that we will use. Add the months on row field and the average of the returning customers rate. Add it one more time because we will use one to create a line chart and the second one will be for an area chart. Now insert the line chart. Select one of the legend and then change the chart design. Move it to the dashboard. Then remove all chart elements. Adjust the line color and width. And for the area chart, fill it with gradient color. Make the lines smooth. Add the overall average percentage to the chart. Add the chart title and description. Then add the difference ratio. We will get the difference ratio same as we did previously. We need to add the country slicer to the second dashboard as well. Make sure to place it in same slicer which is in the first dashboard. We just want to filter the values for the 2023. The final part in this tutorial, we're going to explain the top sales by traffic source. Firstly, we need to create a line chart for each source showing the sales during the months. We just want to filter the values for the 2023 sales. So add the months in row field and then the top sales by traffic source twice into the values field. This pivot table will be for the broadcast advertising. Now create another pivot table for the outdoor advertising. And the third one will be for the social media. Great! We will insert a line chart for each pivot table. Place it on top of each others. Move them to the dashboard. Then start adjust the line charts as shown. And to saving time, just you can save this chart design as a template. Go to the remaining charts and change the chart design with the created template. Now add a title and description for 3 of them. Then we need to add the total count for each source. Next, the difference ratio. It will be same what we did previously. Just add the year in columns field. Then add the top sources in row field. From the pivot table field settings, choose Show Data as percentage difference from. Then choose Year for the base field. And the base item will be 2022. Click OK. Use VLOOKUP to get the percentages. Choose Previous Percentage Format. We need to rename each pivot table in this part because we will add a slicer and connect it to them only. Now insert the advertisement Create Slicer. And from Report Connections list choose the requested tables only. Now move it to the dashboard. Change the slicer theme. And we need to make it in circular edges, so insert a rounded rectangle. And remove the fill color, then make its outline thickness to 9. Start by creating a radar chart showing the total profits on a daily and monthly basis. Here is the total profits as you can see in the data table. Here are the numbers of the days of the year in order. Let's add up the days of the whole year in the row field. Then the profits in the values field. We will add the years filter because this chart will only be for the profits of the year 2023. And we will create another pivot table showing the profits for the year 2022. The pivot table is now ready. Let's insert the radar chart. Remove the title and the legend. We complete their design on the dashboard. Let's start first with the 2022 profits chart. Click on the chart and then change its color to this dark blue. Now we adjust the dimensions of the chart. Make sure the line width is 1. Repeat the same previous steps for the 2023 profits chart, with only changing the color of the chart to a gradual yellow, as it will be shown. Both charts are ready, so now align them to the center and then to the middle. Let's start first by inserting a circle in the middle of them. Set the circle's transparency to 40%. Add a second circle, but without transparency this time, and with smaller dimensions than the previous one. We will add a white ring on top. Set the color transparency to 91%. Great! Now we'll add the months around the edges of this circular ring. But first we need a small white lines. Start first with the top middle line and the middle bottom. Then select all the elements of this part and align them to the center and middle. Duplicate this group 6 times to get 12 white lines. Just rotate it 90 degrees. Then add 30 degrees to each one. Select them all and then group. Now add the names of the months. We will add the total 2023 profits. Just type equal and then select the grand total. Now increase the font and make it bold. The final step is to add the primary grid lines. We'll use a circular grid line instead of a hexagon. Remove the fill color, set a gray outline color. Let's set the color transparency to 75%. We will need 4 grid lines, each with a different diameter than the other. Finally, add the vertical excess values. Here we have completed the design of this wonderful chart. We will now move on to add the strategies plans. Add the name and description for the analysis. We have got here the strategies plans. The first plan is to use 30% of the income for business investment. The second is to use 15% for increasing production capacity. And the last is 10% for advertising strategy. All we have to do is multiply the total 2023 profits by the percentages. We've got the amounts. Now we will show them on the dashboard in another format. From Format Cell menu, choose Custom. Then add this number format. Let's link the values to the dashboard. In addition to the names of the strategies, we will add a description of them. Now link the percentages. Copy and paste the format to speed up creation. Finally, link the amounts. Thank God. Now we have completed the first dashboard. And we're going to complete the last part of this template, which is the orders and returns analysis. We only want 2023 data here. We will keep the day number in the row field, and add the orders in the values field, and also the refunds. Now the pivot is ready. Insert the 2D column chart. Remove the legend and horizontal axis, and the grid lines. Also the fill and the outline color. Move it to the dashboard to continue adjustments. For the orders columns, we will use the dark yellow color. And the light gray for the refund columns. Sets overlap 100% and the gap width as well. Now let's make this column chart in another levels. Make sure that this rectangle have the same background color. Now add the chart horizontal axis. Then add two more rectangles. Fill it with the background color and set the transparency to 58%. Use the same previous custom grid lines what we created in the second video tutorial. Awesome design. Next, let's add the values. Firstly, let's get the total 2022 orders to get the difference ratio later on. Now add the total 2022 and 2023 orders in separate cells. But here we need the total refunds and orders together to extract the total purchases. So, type equals, then choose the total orders plus the total refunds. And now extract the difference ratio between these 2 years. Use the previous number format. I will add these values and highlight it on the dashboard. As usual, we must add the title and the description for this part. Then add the total orders for the current and previous year. Next we will add the completed orders and total refunded orders on top of the chart. Use a small circle as a chart legend. Next, get the difference ratio between the current year and the previous year. Finally, we will add the average of the order value. We completed the dashboard, and this is the final modifications for the pivot tables sheet. The last thing is to protect and lock the dashboard. Select all elements and press Ctrl 1. Then from Properties, choose Don't Move or Size with Cells. And make sure to check on the Locked option. And for the slicer, make sure that it's not locked. And also check on Disable Resizing and Moving option. Finally, unlock the A1 cell for the 3 sheets. And for the data table, unlock the table as well. Now the dashboard ready for protecting it. From Review menu, choose Protect Sheet. And follow these steps for each sheet. Here, we complete preparing the dashboard. You can share your own experience for creating it. You can get this template by visiting our online store, other-levels.com. Thank you for watching and see you in next video. Have a wonderful day.